What should I do? I don't even know. What's that one? Ooh, 10-year anniversary.
Oh, do we got new things to play with in Zoom?
No, I don't think so. I'm just doing it.
All right. I believe we are live. Welcome, everybody, to another exciting episode of The Shit Show. Mr. Chris Roberts will be joining us momentarily. From now until then, Evan and I will keep you entertained. Evan, heard any bad dad jokes lately?
No,
No,
I'm not good at those. I did watch, actually. I went on to Facebook for like the first time in like forever, and I found some videos of some comedians I thought were really funny. I had a good time with that for a while, and there was a whole bunch of one-liners, but can't remember any of them. Should I see if I can find them again? They were good. We could just watch that for a while.
wow. Yeah, because I got a bunch of stuff I want to talk about, but I want Chris to be here with us.
Let's talk about you.
Me.
Yeah.
What about me?
I don't know. What do you want? It's just you, just in general.
I'm excited for a radio project that I've been working on, doing some SDR stuff, having some fun with that. Learning different.
To know you. I want to get to know you.
You want to get to know me?
Yeah.
What would you like to know? I like happiness, smiles, lots of different kinds of music.
Do you even like smiles from people with shitty teeth?
Yeah, I do. I like happiness. I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah, I like happiness too. My dog is up here.
My dog is very angry at me because she has not been getting her proper snuggle time.
My dog doesn't.
Busy couple weeks, and she's not small. So yours can crawl up in your lap while you're working.
Mm-hmm. No, not really. Not while I'm working. She's too big for that now.
Oh, is she outgrown that?
Yeah. Tell me about your week. What you been up to? What have you been doing?
A lot of different things. Working on restructuring some of our processes to optimize and get efficient. Did some architectural review. Got some projects going. Making sure that we're doing all the right things and keeping at that edge of the curve. Right. We talk on the show all the time about things that tend to come into reality. Within say 6 months of us being like, if we see a thing coming. So, really putting us in a position to accelerate through that curve, to not just accelerate it, but actually lead the change on the way. Did an exciting podcast that published today. That was actually why I chose this topic for tonight. Did a webinar with Wiser this week, also leading into why tonight's topic. And so since this seems to be the theme for my week, I figured run with it. And on it's been a lot of fun. It's good to do the job, right? It's a lot of, it's fun, but it's that fun that's just like, it's been so back to back, and this, you're living this in the vCISO course. It's the meeting to the email to the thing to the task to the deal and then you got that left field stuff coming in, and you're like, all right, well, we got to get that one, and block and tackle box, but so good. Gonna do a couple of awesome events that I'm getting ramped up for. That I'm really excited to be at, and see a lot of old faces for the first time in a couple of years.
It's cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one thing. I mean, you led the security studio all team meeting.
Oh yes, I did. I did that too.
Was that Monday or was that Tuesday? I can't remember what day.
I think it was Tuesday. Usually I'm a little groggy on Mondays, but that was a ton of fun to do as well.
Yeah, that was good. You did a great job, man.
Getting ready for doing a Teach webinar tomorrow. So doing a webinar on Teach.
Yeah, I looked at your deck today. That looked good. Really good.
Yep.
Tonight. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, and that's more, I don't even know if we're going to put it on screen as much as it is just, kind of frame of reference around the conversation and all that. But yeah, it's good. I enjoy the work I do. it feels good because I get to do this with purpose and meaning. So, and then still dealing with the kid and the car crash deal and, all that fun stuff. So, balancing.
Yeah.
But the little Evan on my shoulder, whispered at me, said, if your relationships aren't right, that's your beacon. So I've been very aware when relationship opportunities have come up to make space and time for them.
Cool.
Granted, because I want to hit the goals I do, not because I'm worried about, not getting the thing, but because of the timeline I want to keep. Well, you make up for that time on the backside if you're driven.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah. Well, and my wife is still in Mexico, so I've been 2 weeks home alone.
I did not know that.
Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah. So
I thought you were going down. I guess I kind of already thought you were there.
For real?
You bounce back and forth so much, dude. And I've been so heads down on just the grind that
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm in Minnesota right now.
I didn't know what day it was half this week, because I already had a really packed schedule this week. I mean, every week has been just really packed.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so then like Monday, I got up and looked at my calendar, and somehow 11 new meetings had ended up on my calendar, and a talk. I was like, well, what the hell? Well, it's a long story, man. So that screwed everything up. So I think I got like 2 hours of sleep on Monday, like 3, maybe 4 on Tuesday. And then I forgot what days it was. And then last night I got like 8 hours of sleep, but then I woke up, when you go so long without any sleep and then you wake up from sleep, you're like groggy for like 3 hours. I woke up this morning and I'm like, what the fuck? What? I didn't know what to do. Like, do I want coffee? I think I want coffee, but I don't know. Where's my dog? Am I wearing pants? And I was actually wearing my sweatpants, but they were backwards.
I'm pretty sure I presented the other day with a shirt on inside out because it was an early in the morning thing. And I'm just like, I'm here.
I was trying to put my hands in my pockets and I couldn't get them in my pockets. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, son of a bitch. My sweatpants are on backwards. That was this morning. I think that was this morning. And then I got an email from my good buddy, he's a CISO for a Fortune 100 company or whatever. So I just have a ton of respect for him. I mean, he's a good friend, really good guy. There's like less than a handful of CISOs on this planet that I would work for. Mm-hmm. And he's one of them. He's just a really good dude. So I forgot that we had lunch today scheduled, and I was triple booked at lunch. I already had 2 other meetings, and I'm like, son of a bitch, I totally dropped the ball on that. I'm like, well, this is really important, for me to go to have lunch with him versus the other stuff. So Richie was one of the meetings, and so he was kind enough to, he took it nicely. And then the other one was an FR Secure meeting, and that one, they tried to move that one. They tried to move it to like 11. And I already had a meeting with the state of Minnesota at 11. So, I declined it. So that freed up another meeting. But anyway, it's been a shit show. So we did class number 25 last night. So you was doing the math. That's 50 hours of instruction. Every one of those classes takes about, I'm guessing like all told, right? Everything, it's probably like 10 hours a class, right? Creating the content, creating the exercises, quizzes and whatever. So it's like 250 hours since January 25th. On top of the other shit. I was like, what the hell? Well, that's why I feel like just like, I'm lost, but it's good, man. We'll be in Mexico in 2 days. Was able to upgrade my seat for $39.
There you go.
So
I'm all about them seat upgrades. That's
yeah. I'm sitting with the rich people.
whatever. The older I get,
$39. I'm
that's
gonna look at the guy next to me and I'm gonna say, how much you pay for your ticket?
$1,800.
Yeah. And then I'll laugh. I'm like, yeah, I paid 500. Dumbass. No, I won't say that. Maybe I will. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I'm excited for that because Mexico, Oscar took 2 of those classes for me for next week.
Yeah.
Because of the first 25 classes, and you offered 2, but you got to get the shit out of your brain, man. There's nobody,
I know.
there was nobody to help me, even if you wanted to. And then, but these 2 classes next week are all about instant response. Well, I don't know anybody better.
Right.
So I'm like, when he offered, he's like, I can teach those for you. And I was like, yes.
Yes, please.
So those 2 classes will be next week in Mexico, and he'll be with me because we have the executive leadership team coming down to Mexico next week with me for their strategic, whatever they do. And so he'll be sitting right next to me.
Nice.
I got 5 dives scheduled, 6 dives. I got my GoPro, so I'm gonna record them. I'll send you recordings. Should I send you a recording of when I pull Kevin's mask off?
No.
That's one of the things he's got to do for his training. So
That's true. That's true.
he's got to learn how to, take his mask off and put it back on and clear it. Yeah. Is Chris here?
He is.
Well, some bitch.
Can't hear you. You're on mute.
That's because I'm on mute. I apologize. Yeah, I was here. I just said hello, and I totally apologize. My mic, the camera should be working. Hopefully, so
I could see you.
Got it. Couldn't hear me. So I apologize. Sorry for the tardiness. I shot a text message as I was coming in, and like high speed and all that kind of good silliness.
It's all good. We got it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Welcome.
How's it going?
Welcome to the shit
That's kind
show.
of crazy. I've been listening. So, okay, Evan, we've been, you've been talking about this stuff for the last several weeks, that it's getting crazy. Let me ask you a simple question. When the hell does it end? When do you stop building these courses? At what point are you done? You're on 20 something odd now. When are you done with these?
30.
Okay. So you still got a few old weeks to go.
Yeah. And 2 of them I don't have to do anymore. I was, Oscar
Right.
took on my incident response classes. I had 2 classes I was teaching on incident response next week. And so he's taken those. So I only have 3 left to do. Yesterday was asset. So we do this practical hands-on shit, right? You first, because what I don't want to teach people is just like book shit.
Right.
Like you must have an asset inventory. Okay, great. Tell me how.
How did you do that? Yeah.
So, which is cool because, they ask really good questions. So a 3-step like life cycle versus, a lot of them you see are like 5 or 7 steps, but took them through like step by step. This is how you build an asset inventory. This is how you maintain an asset inventory. What people get all wrapped around the axle with is, they try to get it like really, really good right out of the gate. I'm like, let's say you even got like 20 assets. That's all you got in your inventory. I mean, you got like 1,000 assets, right? Or so you think on the network. And let's say your first pass, you only got 20 of them. That's 20 you didn't have last time.
Yeah.
So go for another 10, go for another 20, go for, eventually you get there. This is
away at it.
Maturation.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. We had a good time. And then I passed out. And I woke up this morning. I was telling Ryan, I woke up this morning because last night was the first night I actually got some sleep in a long time. And I woke up and I was so like groggy. I couldn't figure what the hell was going on. And it took me like a couple hours. I couldn't figure out what I wanted, nothing. And then I put on my sweatpants. I put them on backwards. I didn't realize it until I tried to put something in my pocket. And I'm like, where the fuck is my pocket? Yeah, it's messed up.
So how about you, Mr. Chris?
It's been an interesting week. It's been a little frustrating in some parts. Obviously with the job stuff and the interviewing and the offer letters, and it's coming and it's getting there, and it feels like it's British Rail. It'll be there. It'll be there in 5. It'll be there in 10. Motherfuckers, it's now 24 later. Where is it? Kind of thing. So, some good stuff and some challenges. I quite honestly, at this point, there's some hard conversations internally to have on myself, and really got to sit down and do some weighing and odds. So that's the one thing. Obviously, the Ukrainian stuff is keeping things busy and lively, should we say, for one better way of putting it. The continued saga with my leg and the injury from that, and the fun and games of watching Skin do interesting things is fun. And then obviously the news, I posted on it today. The sad news, we lost a good friend. I'd known Paul for 6-7 years. And he passed away a couple of days ago. And it kind of took a day or two to digest it, because there are very few lawyers I like. There are even fewer lawyers that I have respect for. And when you take that, and there are even fewer that I would be happy to appear on like a panel or anything like this with. And Paul was one of those. And unfortunately, I got a message a day or two ago saying he'd passed, and unexpectedly. So just kind of sucked. And so I put a LinkedIn post out to try and, A, raise awareness, and B, just say thank you, for the time that I did have with him. And to other people, say, hey, look, do me a favor, just take a moment, put them in your thoughts, and the family you left behind, and off we go again, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm just shit show with the Rugrat. The Rugrat's been a pain in the ass. So yeah, I went shopping. I went window shopping. I'm very good at window shopping. It's my way of just taking the brain off the hook, and try to think about things. And so yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. So it's good.
Well, then I have timed this particular episode out perfectly. So this week I've been talking a lot about what we're going to get into tonight. And as I was thinking through how I wanted to structure this, it dawned on me that I personally am going to find it quite entertaining watching you two try to explain some different technical concepts and security concepts without, as much as you possibly can, not using any technical term. And if you do use a technical term, you have to explain that technical term in human terms.
Can I cheat? Because I did the compendium stuff.
You can reference whatever material you like.
I'm bringing my compendium up.
The goal is how. Now, so the compendium is going to be helpful, but it doesn't give you the total answer. You have to effectively explain. So you can't just say translation. You have to explain the process or the tech, but in a non-technical way.
Bring it on. We got this shit covered.
All right. I thought this would be fun. You guys think this will be fun?
Yeah, I'm not going to reference anything. I'm going to reference my brain.
All right. So I'm going to lead with an easy one, and you have to explain it to a 20-something. What is an IPS?
All right. So how do we want to do this? Does this time, Evan goes.
Chris, you go first. I'll moderate. Chris, you go first. What is an IPS? Explain it to a 20-something.
It's a door bouncer. So it's a bouncer. A bouncer. Somebody who's a bouncer. So it's you're trying to get into the nightclub with your forged identity, because you're 20-something, not quite 21-year-old. You're trying to get into you're trying to basically get in and with those. And so, you hand over the identity and it's going, no. Or you've managed to fool it because you are either old enough or whatever. And it goes, absolutely, please feel free to come on in.
Okay. Evan.
Well, I always start with, I take the acronym and just tell them what it stands for first.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. I'm making an assumption we're doing that already.
Prevention system.
Right. So I always do that first, just so they, unpack that, and like intrusion, and usually, use an analogy like, like your house, right? An intrusion detection system would be like an alarm system, right? On your doors, your windows. And so when somebody tries to break in, you'd get it would detect that, right? And it would alert you to it, right? The prevention system is like having a guard dog or a guard, an armed guard behind that door, right? So not only would you detect it, but it also hopefully prevent it. So take that same sort of analogy and apply that to a computer system or a computer network.
Well done. Well done. All right. Let's see. What's a fun one? How would you explain? So Evan goes first on this one. How would you explain a web application firewall?
It's a fucking mystery to everybody, so don't worry about it.
Bouncer in a different language.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
think about
Okay.
it.
Yep. Now I'm trying to
just say just give me your fucking money is what I'd say.
Okay, right. So, but therein lies the crux of the problem. So the current climate has ratcheted the fear to maximum volume, and the vendors are getting predatory. So if we're to talk to a business user, let's say, somebody listening to the show here is trying to talk to a business user into making good decisions, and they're having to fight against the vendor who says, you need this buzzword, right? For this much money. And in reality, we're trying to get them, right? So how would you do that? Like, why?
So
what's
web
a
application? So web application firewall, I take it the other way too, right? Sometimes you'll see it referred to as WAF, WAF, right? And it's essentially a gateway to a web application, right? The things that you see online when you browse the web, right? A lot of times you're interacting with an application, and what you see is the product of that application, right? And so the web application firewall will protect the application, from attackers, and all the way up to individual, things you type in the computer, right? All the way up to, we call that layer 7, that entire, I guess, gateway into the application.
Ooh, I think I have a way of describing it. I'm sorry, I'm not getting in the way. I've just suddenly brain's gone thing.
So follow-up question. What's a gateway? Because that sounded very technical to me. I don't understand that. I can't relate to that. What an application, you mean on my phone, on my iPhone? That sure. I put the WAF on my iPhone.
No, you put the WAF on in front of the web application. So whoever owns that web application,
is that like a website?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Essentially, the technical stuff behind it, right?
Okay, Chris.
How
do you describe
a web application firewall? So think of your house. Okay, you've got all sorts of different ways in. You can walk in the front door, you can walk in the back door, you can come in through the garage. Heck, you can sneak in through the windows. Each one of those ways in and ways out of your house typically needs some kind of protection. So on your front door, you got a lock. On your garage, you got a code, and all these other things you have. To me, and to the people listening, a web application firewall is nothing more than basically guarding one of those ways into the system. Your house could be that application. If you're going out to, let's say, I've built an amazing website. It's totally cool. It's amazing. It's got all these kind of cool gadgets and wizards and all sorts of amazing stuff. And maybe I take your information and I hold on to it. Well, I need to protect it. So I need to put a lock on that door. I need to put a lock on the web way. So when you come walking in, to make sure you're the right person. I'm the butler. I'm going to either let you in or I'm going to say, I'm sorry, I would rather you didn't turn up today. To me, that web application firewall is that. It's that butler on, say, maybe coming in from the back door, or the side door, or the patio, or the garage. It says, if you're using the front door, so maybe you're using a different way in. We all have different ways into different pieces of networks. So this is the web way. This is, on the internet, on your phone, or whatever. It's that butler that's like, say, would you like to come in or would you not like to come in? So that's how I look at it.
Okay, very good. Both of you. Very good. All right. Bonus round. What's Kubernetes and is it part of the blockchain? Because I read an article on the thing, and it told me that I need Kubernetes. I think I'm saying that right, or maybe it was Kubernetes. But I need Kubernetes. I need cooler meats and blockchain. Do you guys have any cooler meats and blockchain? What is that, and is that important to me?
Do you want to hit this one? Do you want me to hit this one?
No,
I was just waiting to see who wants to go first.
So I'm going back to my butler analogy. I'm actually going to go back to my butler analogy. Okay. So if you think of an application, or you think of a website, or you think of somebody that's building something, and you can take anything, let's take the suite of tools you use at Google. Google will give you the ability to store your documents. It gives you email, it gives you calendars, it gives you all these different things. Okay. And if we go back to the butler analogy, each one of those is its own process. Each one of those maybe is its own application. Each one of those has been built specifically, and they've bundled them all together, okay? So for me, Kubernetes, I should say, go back to the butler analogy. Kubernetes says, I say one would like to go and one would like to go over to here to the application. Let me show sir the way to this application. Oh, the application is not running. Let me just start the application up for you. Let me just get it running for you. Would you like to have a seat here while we're sorting this out? Kubernetes is that they call it's an organizer. Think of it as an organizer. It is a way of going, okay, I need you to come over here. I need you to go over there. It's like the maitre d'. The maitre d' at a restaurant doesn't always just do everything. The maitre d' oversees that everything. Kubernetes equals the maitre d' at a restaurant.
Okay. Evan, wait, sorry, Chris didn't answer the second part of the question. And is it part of there were three parts. What's Kubernetes? Is it part of the blockchain?
Yep.
And do I need it?
Is it part of the blockchain? No, but I'm sure somebody is actually working on how to try to make it part of the blockchain through making sure the maitre d' actually validates that you've gotten to your seat. So not only has Sir gotten to his seat, but if Sir would like to sign here, I'll also sign it as well to make sure that Sir or Madam has gotten to their seat effectively. And then we take that back and we put it in the book, and we make sure that that book is, you've got that seat for this evening. So the blockchain is nothing more than a reservation system.
Okay. Do I need it?
You can tell I've done this once or twice.
Do I need it?
Do I need it? Now that would, so here's where I would argue. I think I would argue, depending upon your restaurant, if your restaurant is booked 6 months out in advance, I would actually argue that yes, you would need some kind of validation, because you need to very effectively manage your reservations, because that's your money coming in. You need to ensure the integrity of the people coming in as well to some degree, because you want to make sure the bill gets paid. So there are times and circumstances where, yes, I would say it would be necessary. There's a lot of times where it's not really necessary. I would say probably if you're the maitre d' at McDonald's or Chipotle, you probably don't necessarily need it.
I like it. All right.
If you're explaining this to a 20-something, they would have tuned out like 5 words into what you just said.
Fuck it. I don't care. I'm having fun.
Yeah, no, I get it, man. That's good. Kubernetes is just think of it as little buckets of, places where different things can be stored, and, technical things, right, can be stored and grabbed from and put back. And, it's just a way to organize different pieces, of technical shit.
Okay.
It's the conductor. It's the orchestra's conductor.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
And is it part of blockchain? Simple answer: it's not part of blockchain, but yes, you could put blockchain in it and whatever, use it, but no, it's not part of the blockchain. And do you need it?
Probably not.
No, but because if you're a 20-something and I have to explain this to you in non-technical terms, the answer is no, you don't need it. If you're interested in it, I have a whole bunch of books that you could read, and then maybe you'll decide for yourself if you need it. But at this point, no, you don't need it.
So if you are a 20-something-year-old that is building a startup company around the orchestration of your maitre d', I would wholeheartedly recommend you put it on the blockchain, because your investment conversations will be that much simpler.
Well, and I think for any 20-something, if you're asking me about blockchain, yeah, it's going to be, here's what it is in a simple, you know, and here's a whole bunch of books, because I can't explain it to you. If you want to know about it, you're going to have to read about it. You're going to have to learn about it.
Well,
You know?
yeah, because my cousin said if I buy this video card, I can make the Bitcoins.
Of course you can.
Well, you can't make. I mean, you can make digital currency, but it ain't gonna be Bitcoin. But I'll give you 20 different digital currencies you can mine to your heart's content.
Well, the good thing about 20 somethings is they're pretty resilient. So when they fuck themselves up, they usually bounce back a couple of times.
All right, so here's one that we get all the time.
This is fun, by the way. I just want to point out, and
I like it too.
I kind of need. I appreciate the lighthearted for this evening.
I also could enjoy some lightheartedness, so I'm having a blast as well. Okay, I want you to describe. Let me think about this for a second. Real life question from a real life human in a real life public setting. What's the internet made of? Evan, go first.
A bunch of clouds.
Now, is that like clouds like in the sky? The internet's in the sky?
Yep.
Because I mean, they put the satellites up, right? So all the internet's now in the sky because the satellites, okay, it comes from the sky. All right, Chris, what's the internet made of?
Spaghetti. It's all spaghetti.
But sometimes I do like playing that with people. Like, yep, that's what it is.
And that was the inspiration.
Are you sure? And then I would say, "Are you sure you're not technical?"
Ooh,
you really seem like you nailed that one.
Well, I got a better answer. So the internet is us. The internet is us, because those of you that actually got your COVID vaccination, your secondary and your booster, because of the nanotech architecture that we built into it, along with the 5G.
Oh, nanotech! What the hell is that?
Yeah, I mean, we got you covered. This is all in good shape, because now you're all now walking clouds and compartments of the internet. I mean, we're perfect. And I've got redundancy.
When they started using that word, you know, all of us, you know, who've been around, we're like, what the fuck? We've been doing this for like ever. It's the same shit.
That data center stuff they had no place for.
That video by Marcus Ranum was my favorite video of all time about, you know, him explaining the cloud to non-technical people.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Talking about, yeah, your bits can get wet.
Wet, yeah.
And when they get wet, it was awesome. So the internet is just it's a whole bunch of communication networks, right? Where a whole bunch of people can all communicate with each other on their computers, on their mobile devices. It's global. It's just communications.
When the cloud has a data breach, does it rain?
Well,
on a few people's parades, yes.
It rains from right here, the teardrops.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. The CISO does some raining. All right, from the audience, Chris.
Yeah, go for it.
Explain multi-factor authentication.
Ooh, multi-factor authentication is the attempt.
I didn't say explain it.
That's not what MFA stands for. It actually stands for motherfucking asshole.
Yeah. Is it your motherfucking asshole on the end of the goddamn motherfucking keyboard? Because
that's what they hear. That's what they hear when we tell them we need you to install MFA.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you got? MFA, Chris?
It is an attempt at ensuring that you are who you say you are, and you are doing what you will say you're doing at the right time and at the right place. It's just a way of, it's something you have, something you are, or something you own, or something you know. It's taking a couple of those to try to make sure that you are who you say you are.
So I own a car. I can use that?
No. Okay. Yeah. Good way of putting it. No, it's take passwords. So we all have passwords. So you can take a password. Go, okay, this is my password. But
I'll tell you what mine is. You want to know?
No.
Mine?
Keep it a secret. And hopefully it's not the same one across everything you use, because we'll need to have that conversation. But you're also, and I know you have one of these because your head's in. I also know you don't have one of these because we can't fucking send you images most of the time. So that's an entirely separate conversation.
That's true.
Luddite.
You do suck at that.
Luddite, not Luddite. You Luddite. Sorry, you Luddite. But it's
Speaking of passwords, did you see that TransUnion Brazil
no
password was?
I need to go deal with something for a second. Hang on.
Password was password. Well,
Yeah.
did you know that the most sophisticated mastermind hacker to date is a 17-year-old kid in the UK and some of his friends?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Yeah, 6 of his friends or 5 of his friends.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Super mastermind. They said, would you like this much money to be an asshole and give me your credentials?
Right. Multi-factor authentication. So
Yeah,
authentication itself. So break it down, right? Authentication itself is you proving to something, in this case, usually a computer system, that you are who you say you are. That's the authentication piece of it, right? When we talk about factors, there are 3 factors to authenticate, right? Something you know, something you have, something you are. So multi-factor is taking 2 of those and putting them together. And the best example for that is every time you use your ATM card, that's multi-factor authentication. The something you have, the card, and the something you know, the PIN number. Right? So that's you use multi-factor authentication all the time. You just never referred to it as that. We're technical geeky folks, so we like to use our acronyms so that we call that MFA. That's what I'd say. If you don't like it, it's go find another job.
I tend to go with the, when you get that code on your phone from the bank, that's what it is. Oh, that? At least bless the banking. At least, I never thought I'd say this in my life, but thank you, financial and insurance industries, for actually helping to move the needle. I know you did it for all the wrong reasons, but thank you anyways.
Yeah, I was in some of those back room conversations between big banks and the OCC about some of the things that they were pushing hard on.
Sorry, dealing with the dogs, and then also I saw a UPS notification of the stuff sitting on the door, so I wanted to go get that too. So you get to open packages with me.
Woo!
Do we get
Unboxing with Chris Roberts, brought to you by the Security Shit Show.
I opened up a package today and I was all excited because I didn't know what I had ordered, and it turned out it was my wife had ordered herself some perfume.
You're gonna take the shark fin down with you?
Yep, I'm gonna get a picture of that strapped to my my scuba.
Be totally cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's gonna be. I'm so excited because I got a lot of pent up, like I need to get some fun shit,
Somewhere down there's 2 others waiting for you, by the way.
All right. Well, Marlis is down there. She's at the house and she hasn't seen it yet, but
Oh,
she's
funny.
She won't tell me what she did to the house, but I know it costs a lot of money. And she goes, I can't wait for you to see what I did. So I don't know what that means yet. A little nervous about it. Well, the money's already spent, so I guess I don't give a shit. I mean, it is what it is. But
how aligned are you 2 on taste?
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm so low maintenance, man. As long as I got a bed, I'm cool. So that's what makes us so good, because she really does like interior design. So
What'd you get?
I let her do what she does.
Nice. Well, and your home has always, when I've been to your home here in Minnesota, it's gorgeous, man. She does really good. She has good taste.
Well, the big dining room table?
Yeah. Yeah. You gonna get rid of that or what?
She already did. She bought a new one. What is that?
Oh, nice. It says biscuits.
Biscuits.
These
are they limp?
So these
are they limp? Are they limp?
Limp biscuits?
No, you fruitcake. They're not fruitcake.
No, they're not fruitcakes. They're biscuits. But
So,
biscuit is.
I was just asking if they were limp, because I've heard of limp biscuit before.
These are not biscuits. These are actually oat cakes. So
Okay, so knowing that biscuit is fruity British ass talk for cookies.
It's a biscuit.
Yeah, that's a cookie.
These are oat cakes. They're different than biscuits.
So what's an oat cake in English, in American English? What's an oat cake?
You really don't have them, I'm afraid. You
is that bad part of the British food that everybody talks about?
No, this is the good stuff. So when I was in the military, we used to get these in cans, or actually you get them in a little 2-pack, I think it was. but they don't. I can't find them in the cans anymore from the military stuff. So these are the closed. Effie's does lightly sweetened biscuits. They're oat cakes. And they are rather splendid. Chris,
So
you get them
is it
wet.
like an oatmeal cookie?
So when you get them wet,
oh my
they
god,
will
your
become
oatmeal cookies are
soggy.
like doughy and weird and nasty and large and flat and squashed and
Is it meant for dunking in tea to make it digestible?
See, if you dunk it in tea, then it'll get soggy, and then it'll be a limp biscuit.
No. Not if you dunk it quickly and effectively. It doesn't get soggy. Well, it gets a little soggy, but it doesn't get limp.
All right, so
But you
I'm
can make
calling
it limp.
I'm calling it out now for the 100th episode. Whether we do that as a live or virtual situation, we're going to have a portion of it be Chris teaching us the appropriate way to dunk our biscuits in tea and to drink our tea.
Well, it's the right type of biscuit as well.
Do that.
Right type of biscuits.
You didn't want to eat spotted dick either.
No, I still got
Have
it.
you eaten your spotted dick?
I don't want it.
I ate it. It was all right.
That's because you're more easily socially engineered by English folks.
Spotted dick is good. There is nothing wrong with a good spotted dick, for God's sakes.
I refuse to put anything named dick in my mouth.
It's good for you. It's healthy and hearty and
It
good.
could be the best damn thing ever for me. I will never get it out of my mind that I ate dick.
Good fun. Spotted dick is good. Biscuits are even better, though. I want to find. So these are fantastic. It's oats. So it's basically these toasted oats with a hint of salt.
And let me
They're
qualify
all
that too. I
good
have nothing
salt.
against other people who wish to eat dick. I just don't want to.
No, that's fair.
Like, I didn't give you any shit, Ryan, for eating your spotted dick.
I'm not allowed to have much salt.
I enjoy a little spotted dick in my mouth once in a while.
Oh, God,
I got yuck.
I was about. Oh, thank God I had the filter, man. I was about ready to say something that would have been so damn inappropriate. Gosh.
Yeah. Oh, it turned up.
I still want to say it though.
I did that podcasty. I did the shoutcasty thing this last weekend, and they had this whole, buy. They got this whole like soda, this weird soda. It's called Root. It's called Root Soda. 60. Oh, this is fucking awesome. 64-bit Root Soda.
64-bit?
It's actually, it's called Root Soda. It's actually really, really cool. Root-based nootropics and adaptogenic performance beverage. It's all kind of geek-based as well. Hence the @Root. It's done by the folks at Root.
Okay, but like what root? I mean, that's a broad term. Is it ayahuasca?
No, I like root, as in root, as in I've got root access. I have access to the.
Right, but like, is it just regular? Like, is it?
No. This is. Hang on.
If you drink it, do you get root access? Is that?
Hang on. Yeah, probably.
Well, that's what I'm wondering here.
Sparkling water.
I drink this and I get root access.
You ready?
I drink this and I get root access.
Hang on. Sparkling water.
I drink this and I get root access.
Yeah, well, that ain't gonna do it.
Water works.
Oh shit! This has got mushroom extract in it. Woohoo! They're legal in this state.
Psilocybin. Good stuff.
All right, send some of that this way.
This is good stuff. This looks interesting. I'm actually going to try and I might actually crack one open. Let's see if it's any good.
Yeah, but neurotropic. Is that what you said? Are you sure it doesn't say psychotropic?
No, with mushroom extract in it, probably wouldn't. I mean,
yeah, the root that you get is in your brain. You're like, oh yeah,
yeah, you get root access, all right.
I done pseudoed.
Yeah. I'm leaving you two to it. You're on a riff. I give up.
Okay, so oat cakes have a nutty, wholesome flavor. All right, someone please explain.
Wholesome doesn't have a flavor.
Wholesome taste.
Wholesome's not a flavor.
That's what it says.
It's just not a flavor, man. I don't wholesome.
And wait.
Wholesome tastes like.
Okay, but I know what wholesome means because the next words are maybe a food you need to have some familiarity with before you appreciate it.
Good stuff.
Means you had to grow up with it.
I got told I had to get this because of my my blood pressure tests. So
what's breathe?
I'll get it fine now.
It's gonna teach Chris how to woo-saw.
Yeah, shit ain't gonna happen.
Have some of that at root and then check.
That'll help me woosah. Between that and my salty oatcakes, I'm sure they'll do my blood pressure great.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm gonna try this.
What were we talking about?
We were speaking human, and then we had some fun. We did some unboxing of some soda that has questionable ingredients.
Weird.
So apparently, oatcakes can be enjoyed in a variety of ways. And most common is by covering them in very strongly flavored other things.
Quite possibly, yes. They're good. I mean, they're nice on their own. Get over it. I'm bringing oatcakes.
Oh, I'm just giving you the razzmatazz.
I really want to just use the knife on this, but I have a feeling that might be the wrong idea.
All right, so
I look more official like this.
what's another fun one? What do I have to do? Ooh, is that some new lighting you got there?
I just turned it on.
Yeah, I like that. It looks good. I got to do something about my setup too. What is one thing that I can do today to stop Russia from hacking me?
Turn off all your shit.
Okay, well, that don't work. I'm not going to do that. That wasn't helpful.
You asked for the.
I'm going to do it back to you. You're not helping, Evan.
If you don't like it, that's your damn problem. You asked the one thing. That's it.
All right, Chris, what's your one thing?
Nuke the bastards.
There you go. That works too.
You didn't ask what we had. I mean, you just what that'll stop them.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's hard to hack when you're dead.
Yep,
But I said, what's one thing I can do?
Nuke them.
Well,
Turn
okay,
off all your shit.
I being the average person, not I
You
being
want me to send you the link to go buy yourself a tactical nuclear weapon
Well,
on the clear web or on the dark web?
Okay, there we go. Wait. Better question. What is the dark web?
It's the web without lights. Duh.
It's the internet with a special secret password to get into. I mean, do you remember the secret knocks?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's basically the bit of the internet you need the secret knock to get into. I mean, that's it.
I like that. That is
a good analogy. I like that.
How the fuck do I get into this? I'm sitting here with a knife. My brain is not thinking, and I was about to.
So those two tabs are glued. So if you take your finger and grab at the edge, put the knife down, do like that, and then yep.
That works.
Let's go. Ooh, interesting. Shouldn't have knifed the. Oh wow.
Should I move all of my assets to crypto?
No.
Yes.
Well, that's cool. I like that.
Totally cool.
That's sweet. What is that? Root, huh?
At root.
Hmm.
That's totally cute. All right, we're trying one. Should you? Yeah, absolutely. Move everything to crypto. For God's sake, please. I mean, seriously. And by the way, when you do, use an online wallet and the same password that you've used for Facebook and for your bank, use that password as well. Please. I mean, absolutely. Do all of these things. That's going to come back and haunt me at some point in time, isn't it, on the internet? I mean, it's just some point that's just going to show.
I can't believe you said that out loud.
It's just, we're fucked.
Somebody's turning that into a TikTok.
No shit. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
I feel like what you're experiencing is what I would go through with an oat cake.
Oh, no. Okay. No.
Was it the neurotropics that gave you the?
And he bought like 2 cases of it.
I did. Well, it was buy one, get one free. It was like 50% off. And I'm like, and Swede will drink it. Actually, I'm not sure if Swede will drink this, to be honest. It's
I'll drink it.
It's
I drink
unique.
everything.
It is unique. And you know, as a kid.
Oh, it's an energy drink. Yeah, okay.
You know, as a kid, you'd make mud pies. And you'd like mix in mud and worms and roots from like 10 different trees and bushes and shit that you didn't know what the hell they were.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody somewhere turned it into an energy drink. Oh, it's give it a try. It is an acquired taste. It's
I feel like that's what we should be telling people about cybersecurity.
Give it a try. It's an acquired taste.
I like that.
You might like
Welcome
it.
to
We need to have
Okay, that needs. Wait, I'm gonna update the spreadsheet. That needs to be a freaking sticker.
That's gonna be a sticker.
a sticker and or a t-shirt. I got an email today.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention the name because I don't know if I have authorization or whatever.
Oh, come on. Oh, is it a person or a company?
Person.
Okay.
But she said she's part of the shit show militia. I was like, we need a shirt for that too.
I like that.
I got the stickers thing. Hang on. I got the stickers thing. I've got a spreadsheet with not spreadsheet. I got a thing. Ooh, that's weird. It really is like it's like eating literally root, like a root. It's weird. And it's like a mud pie crossed with.
Didn't we have a swag sheet?
Ginger root and stuff.
This one?
I don't think I ever ate mud pie.
What was the quote again?
Fuck if I can remember now.
Welcome to cybersecurity.
Oh, give it a try. You might like it.
Acquired taste. Cybersecurity. Give it a try. It's an acquired taste.
Warning stickers. Yeah, I do need to get some more of those warning stickers done.
Oh, I have a bunch of them. Do you want me to send them somewhere?
Matt G apparently wants something. John Montgomery said I've been routed. It's a little strange.
Oh,
Yeah, Matt
supposed
G
to
was
already
talking
send
about it
something
on
to him, and I
text.
forgot.
All right, I put the sticker on the PowerPoint. I got a PowerPoint with stickers on it. But yeah, this is weird. I'm not sure what it's doing for my blood pressure, but it's strange.
Don't die yet.
Yeah, no one die, please. I've had enough of that shit lately.
Not today. We got shit to do tomorrow.
I get to deal with lawyers next week. Yay.
Lawyers.
They're on my side. There's lots of opportunity for them to acquire payment. So
Lawyers for your son?
yeah. He's not, unfortunately, that it's not going well. It's not bad, but it's not good. So
Insurance company lawyers?
no, not even that. We're not even to that. We're just getting that process underway. I mean, his recovery and the mental side of that is starting to set in. And it's not really cool leaving the house right now.
Oh,
That's tough.
I don't blame him.
I mean, it was one car.
Yeah, it was one car.
But it's not as if they were all coming after him. There's only one that was coming after him.
Right.
Well,
inside of a building.
And everybody gets shaken up by the first car that hits them. I mean,
Yeah,
when you've been hit by
exactly.
as many cars as we have,
I mean,
it's like
after that, yeah, exactly. After
just
that, you're
another
fine.
fucking car. Most of the time you bounce off.
Or it lands in your lap in this case. But I mean, at least it landed in his lap. I mean, it's.
Yeah, that's.
Give it a try. It's an acquired taste. Same with deer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell does this have in it?
Marlis ran into a couple from Canada down in Mexico, and yesterday or the day before. And he's like a ultra conservative Canadian, which is, they're always funny because they, but he's going to ride his motorcycle all the way from Canada to Puerto Vallarta, I think in September.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well, Marlis should not have told me that because now that's what Evan's doing.
Well, yeah. Well, but you were getting one down there anyways.
Well, I hadn't worked that out yet, but maybe. But
okay,
now,
so
if there's a guy driving down there that she spoke very highly of, in his 70s or something, he's going to need a buddy to go with.
Well, not just that, Ev, but next, we'll pull some stuff off. I'll buy one and keep it at the house for when I'm there. See, and if that happens to get rode a whole bunch when I'm not there, well, gosh,
it's actually good for the bike. You don't want it to just sit there.
Right. Needs miles to stay running.
good thinking, man. I like it.
Got you. I got your back.
That's smart.
So, okay. So to just kind of loop back into this for a second, you know, this is, you know, kind of fun to see how you guys, you know, deal with this. It's such an important piece of what we have to do from this moment forward in our business. We have to get good at this. We've got to connect with these humans. We have to. I know that it's like, fuck them and let the bodies pile up and all that stuff. Problem is piled up bodies make my water dirty, and I don't want no dirty water, right? You can't just let bodies rot in the street.
You just need a filtration system, man. We can install one of those.
I'm gonna take you guys. Well, Chris has been a few places. Maybe I got to take Evan to some like sketchy jungle communities where, you know, it's just rife with rot and death. Dude. And gross. Well, because here's what I'm getting at.
Fine. We
swim in the same pool, right? We're all on the same internet. I'm gonna die on this hill. We've got to help these people.
Just make some rich friends. The rich will be fine.
I understand that. Until they're not.
Well, then you take their shit.
I still think we got to help the people. And
I'm kidding, man. I agree.
But it's seriously, I run into it over and over and over and over.
That's what the whole mission is about, right? It's to help people.
It is. And it's about making it relatable. Like once you cross that bridge, you have an ally, you have an active defender. What are we doing to create active?
Cross what bridge? Well, damn bridges we're about now.
The digital to the analog to digital bridge, right? The human to tech geek speak bridge. We've got to come out of the super smarty pants. If one more company starts or ends with sigh or burr or fucking, I'm about to pop, man. Well, I can't pronounce any of this stuff. I'm getting. It's like what are we doing?
That's the problem. You're fighting. You're fighting like the most powerful.
I know it's fun
in our industry because I actually think that people like us do make a difference. We do speak human. We're good at it, and a lot of people that are our friends do the same thing. Mm-hmm. But then when you have big companies who purposely create these fucking convoluted, complex bullshitty things, and the reason why they do that is because they can sell it, right? If I were to actually tell you what my thing actually does, you would never buy it. You know, you'd be like, what the fuck? I don't need that. You're like, well, yeah, I shouldn't have told you what it did. You know, I mean,
but again, here we get away with shit. Like that's not, I don't even know how my furnace works to know what my furnace does and the value it adds to me. I don't need to know how my microwave works to know what it does and the value that it adds to me. And then we get into our industry and we're like, hey, check it out, bro. I got a bag of pixie dust. You want some of this pixie dust?
Yeah.
What you do is you take the pixie dust and here's a balloon full of unicorn farts. I want you to huff that in. Feels good, right? You're secure.
Well, but here's what those things. Well, those things that you mentioned, they're singular purpose things, right? Like a furnace it heats your house. That's what it does, right? It doesn't also take out the garbage and tell me when the garage door is open and, you know, all this other shit. And so I really believe it, man. We purposely made these things so fucking complex that people can't understand it so that I can just keep making more money, right? You need another thing. Oh, do I? Yeah. Oh, fuck. The neighbor's got one. Yeah, I guess I do. You know, plug it in. Am I using it right? Well, does it work? Yeah. Well, then you're using it right. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like, there's no like responsibility. It's like, you know, I've been saying that a lot this week. We adopted technology much faster than our ability to use it responsibly. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with technology. It's just, you don't use it responsibly. It's reckless. And trying to get people to figure that out. And we do a pretty good job of it. I really do believe so, you know, because that's where our heart is at. Our heart is at helping people, trying to protect people from the shit. You know, that meme you put out, yesterday was perfect, right? Where you had the sheep and then the wolves and then, security studio. I loved it, man. And then I sent you that picture later on of the role the government plays in that.
Yeah. Yup. No, it's good. And we're making progress, sort of. What I got a little bent on this week was well, we were coming off of last week where it's like, okay, we're gonna start branding things, I guess. Now what used to be a scientific standard now looks like a fucking NASCAR. Cool. And then to then have our current leadership of the country say in it needed to get said, but the way it got said, how it got said, and the big gaps left in between just got everybody whipped up.
Right.
Got a bunch of business leaders, all kinds of excited. They're going to go and buy a bunch of shit they don't need, can't use, leaves them more at risk.
Hey, go buy Okta.
I mean,
Probably on sale at the moment.
well, I was about to say, if you want to get some shares, now's the time.
Right.
Oh, I loved how I watched that play out. So I saw the first thing, right? I saw the telegram, then I saw the da as it started to get picked up by the media. And it was like, okay, a thing happened, but don't worry, only support engineer accounts are affected.
Right.
Oh, okay. So admin, got it. Like, no customer data. No customer data. Just the admin accounts.
Everything that manages the customers.
And I'm like, you put this in writing?
Well, I was talking to somebody.
Look at this though. This is this week, right? March 21st.
Test
White House,
test.
all that shit. What's the second fucking thing on there?
Deploy modern security.
Buy more fucking shit.
Evan,
You already don't know how to use the shit that you're using today responsibly, so go buy more shit.
Evan.
Yeah.
Do you hang on, one of us has got echo on.
Ev, you're getting there we go. He screen shared the iPad, it created a loop.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Did you see that link though?
Yeah, buy shit. Now, what shit do I buy? Well, pursuant to
Modern security tools, mystery shit.
Yep.
It sucks. I mean, the other problem is as well, again, not being on the inside of it, we don't know the circumstances for them not disclosing in what we would classify a timely fashion. And we don't know. And I'm not even going to bother speculating because it could be the Fed swooped in and said, shut the fuck up. We have to do our digging and A, B, C, D, E, N, F before you're allowed to say a fucking thing. It could mean 10 other things are going to mean, who knows? It just pisses me off that once again, 2 months later, an organization that is core and central to something that we need gets its ass handed to it. And it's stuff arguably that we should have been able to deal with.
Well, what I don't like is this was another missed opportunity to actually improve instead of fatten the pockets of the fucking lobbyists or the campaign fund. Because, senators don't take bribes. They take campaign dollars. So it's a missed opportunity.
Campaign dollars and stock tips.
Oh yeah. That's a hot mess of a thing, but different show for a different night for that. But the I look back at our industry and nobody wanted to listen to us and we couldn't get anybody to pay attention and we kept going, hey. I mean, we've been, 1984, 4-ish was the first time that like a serious conversation at a nation state level was had about the impact of these fandangle computers now and what would happen if somebody.
Well, the first.
Did I ever send you a copy of this?
I want to say yes. I feel
okay,
like
just checking.
The first ever Senate hearing about security was with the Loft crack crew, the Loft crew, Mudge and all that.
Yeah. that was the Senate. I'm talking about the first time somebody walked into the president's office with the DOD and said, we got a thing here. There's something ain't quite right here. This might be a thing. Dark Territory. You ever read it? It's a great book. And once again, we skipped an opportunity to say, hey, know what you have.
Instead, it's buy more shit.
Here's 3 free things you can do.
At least they had multi-factor authentication, first on the list.
I mean, bless their hearts.
They got that right, but don't
I know
use
they're
actual.
trying, and I get it, and there's a million factors in play, and yada yada yada. But
Well, but are they trying though, man? Because you can see. I mean, you can see the racket, can't you?
it does all feel just a little bit icky and sticky.
It's a racket because, like, you see.
Well, it's mafioso behavior. We've talked about this. Our industry is straight up extortionists.
Right.
It's not so. Hey, didn't I give a talk about that somewhere up in like Wisconsin or somewhere?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That was a cute. That day was so cute because first it was Ryan. Ryan, you were so nice that day. You were just like, and just do it right because it's the right thing to do, and we love you. And then it was me, and I'm like, yeah, basically you're fucked, but whatever. I think you can probably make it through. And then Chris goes later, and it's like, yeah, you're just fucked. There's no way. You're not getting out of this. You're dead. So it was like nice guy, meaner guy, mean guy. That was a fun day.
Well, not only you fucked, we're the ones fucking you.
Yeah. And you got to pay extra.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, that I think is what pisses me off. As an industry, we're almost as bad as the bad guys.
I think we're worse.
Yeah, because we do it with a smile and we give business cards out.
Well, okay. So harsh reality. Let's confront our origins. We did not start out on the light side of the fence. Nobody, not this industry. Nope. It was all about weaponry, destruction, death, compromise, ownership. I'll give.
Yeah, with bragging rights.
You wanted to know how big the internet was, but generally we've lost our scientific pursuit and we've focused on how can I fucking show off, show up, fuck you, take your thing, Then corporate espionage is what funded the original. So between the defense industrial base and corporate espionage is the roots of our industry. Those same folks that worked those jobs for 20 years doing older school types of that. Okay. Old school wiretapping, old school, the phone freaking, going back to those roots. That is the foundation block of our industry. So I do expect there to always be a bit of that darker element because, we don't have that protect and serve ethos. We have that pwn and own ethos. We have that fool you, trick you, social engineering, AKA con work. I mean,
I can't disagree. I mean, I know my origins. I know what I did while I was in numerous different countries. I will not disagree.
I didn't get good at being good by being good.
Yeah, but that's a tough one because there's an argument
But we've talked about this on the show too, where it's there is a known practice and the new reporting structure makes that easier.
Yeah.
So when you report your incident, it goes up a food chain and then decisions get made. And depending on that outcome, you either had an incident or you didn't.
No, according to Okta, they didn't have a brief. I just basically, they had somebody unexpectedly over for tea.
Oh, okay.
Somebody was talking to them and they're not using the
2 months ago.
But they had somebody over for tea. Unexpected guests came in for tea and biscuits, possibly outstayed their welcome, which is definitely a faux pas when it comes to etiquette. So, yes, there's a little bit of an investigation into a little bit of discussions, between the scullery, the kitchen room, the wait staff, the head staff. The maitre d' obviously was involved in this whole conversation. And then yes,
I wonder if they had XDR though. They probably didn't have XDR. If they would have had XDR, that would have stopped it.
Fucking oh, it knows what the fucking hell they have.
Yeah, they just need some XDR, maybe some AI up in that piece, and that would have stopped it.
No, remember, just put a little blockchain on it because that's how the security.
No.
Boom, blockchain.
Sprinkle it with quantum.
I'm trying to blockchain my dog.
Quantum breaks the blockchain. Quantum breaks the time-space continuum because
I'm working on that shit. I am so working on that shit.
The internet is made of crystals. That's what the lady got told. And it's not, hold on. I've taken this apart mentally several times. Believe it or not, it is not factually inaccurate.
It's made of crystals. I mean, you think about it, it's sand.
What's silica?
Yeah, it's sand. Crystals.
What's copper? You ever looked at copper under a microscope?
Crystals.
So but definitely the people that told her that had like the glowing magic crystal vision in their inner eye and not the like scientific crystalline structure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bless. I mean, at the end of the day, I can't remember off the top of my head. What's carbon structure?
Carbon?
Carbon is a squarey thing. What
is it? Blocky?
I thought it was. I can't be right. I could be. What is carbon?
There's so much shit to know.
I
saw your podcast and information overload. What?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna let you guys figure this out. This is funny.
It looks crystalline to me, Chris. I'm looking at a picture on Wiki right now. That looks like graphene. Yeah, that looks.
Richie's telling us to drink water.
Oh, okay.
I ran out of water. I got root.
I got some water here.
I had water.
Don't drink any more of that.
I got to go get some more. When Evan gets back, I'll get water.
Something weird will happen if you keep drinking that.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you look at of the 12 atomic elements that 12 base atoms that we've identified, we use 3 of them that we're aware of, give or take a little bit. It's like 3. So there is an argument to say that we're all fucked. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, it could be crystals. I don't know. Octagon, right? I don't know. Good question, Matthew. Unless you're looking at it. I'm looking at the 4 different isotopal architectures of a bloody carbon molecule. Oh, there we go. It's like the chain link fence.
Yeah. But that's down at the molecular level. If I take silica at the molecular level, it's not a crystal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I guess. I mean, I suppose like how do you want some root?
No.
The poor guy already got something on his nose.
You already having a hard week. Don't give the dog something that'll make it harder.
God,
be cleaning up God knows what from God knows where.
Broke bloody mirrors. Actually, it's not having a hard week. You know what? I will take some of that back. I am in a very fortunate position. Let me actually not be an arse for a second. What? Let me roll that back. So yes, on one hand, it's a headache, but on the other hand, quite honestly, I need to shut the fuck up because I'm in a very, very fortunate position. I have 2 extremely well-known companies talking to me about offers. One's in writing, one's almost in writing. One's kind of fucking around, but it is what it is. And then I have another company which is at the forefront, pointy end shit of aerospace design, engineering, and building cool ass motherfucking hypersonic lawn darts, who wants me to basically come and be the CISO, for one better way of putting it, which is like stupidly cool as well. So I'm not complaining. My frustration is I have to make a decision. I have to let two sets of people down who I actually care about and go with one. And part of it is like, how the fuck do I make that decision? Part of it is, it's not a money decision. It's not a this, it's not a hard, it's not a head. It's a combination of all of the other. Part of it is where I'm going to be in 12, 24, 36, 48 months time. It sucks, but I'm ridiculously fortunate to be in the position to be able to be making that decision, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, absolutely. The the life I'm currently living is amazingly beautiful, right?
Right.
But every day there is that tough call, that tough, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. And, and there's times where it's grindier than others, but I absolutely, I mean, I think all three of us are incredibly blessed and incredibly fortunate.
We
are to do what we do and just all of this.
Yeah, it's, and I think that's where I'm trying to wrestle with it, because all three of them are offering, two of them are offering crazy packages. One of them's offering a more civilized package because they're early, they're not in our industry. I think they're wrestling with what the hell to do with me effectively. I mean, they got some amazing ideas and I've got some cool ideas, but do not drink my root, for God's sakes. Two of them are, they're our industry. One of them I love the idea of just because I do, and the other one worry a little bit about it. I was actually going to talk to you and Evan at some point in time. Actually, I might ask you.
We'll talk offline, man. We'll talk offline.
Yeah, but it's I almost kick myself. It's like, why are you worrying over it? You're in a ridiculously, I mean, I look back where I was years and years and years ago, and I'm like, good gods. I mean, to be in the position where I'm thinking about a sign-on bonus that's multiples more than I ever used to make, like multiples more. I'm like, good gods, just, shut up and fucking, whatever. It's crazy. So it's just stuff like that. That's just, hi.
I know what you mean, dude. The other day I was reflecting on, I was on welfare. I used to go to the food shelf. I ran a family of three on $20-some thousand. Like, you know what I mean? So,
oh yeah, totally.
And to be now, the president of a successful and growing business and getting to do it the right way. That's the other side of the coin, right? I wake up with joy because I get to do it the right way. The long, slow game, the hard game, but ultimately the right way.
Yeah. That's honestly where I'm, because on one hand, truth, very, very upfront, and whoever's listening to this one, very, very upfront, I still have that hammer over my head in 2 years' time or a year and 3/4 time. So on one hand, I want to make the money run. I want to grab the money, hunker down, not necessarily, hopefully not sell the soul during it, but I want to go that way. But on the other hand, there's another part of me that's like, can I actually figure it out so that I can manage to deal with that and still blah, 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 all this kind of stuff. So there's a lot of conversations happening. But no matter what, it's going to suck because, there'll be two sets of folks that I can't do much with, which will suck to some degree. I had a really good conversation with a robotics company, and they wanted an IT director that was also going to run the security functionality. And so we talked for a little bit. I'm like, look, and I was actually really nice. I'm like, I'm not the right person for you, but I will help you find the right person, and I'll help screen them. And they're like, what do you want from? I'm like, nothing. I'm like, put me under NDA. I said, but I'm doing this because it's the right thing to do. I'm doing it because you got some cool shit, and I'm doing it because I want to help. And this is my way of being able to help without my way of being able to walk in and help you like long term.
Right.
So it's kind of cool. Might be able to do that.
And that's that's part of why I'm friends with you guys and why I hold you in, the regard and esteem I do is it is that help aspect, right? It's that, do something. I mean, and this, Evan knows this, there's what you see me doing, and then there's 50,000 other things I'm up to that you'll never hear my name associated with. You'll never see my fingerprints on it, but I was directly or indirectly directly involved. Right. Yeah. So it's just nice to I don't know. We need more of that. And I'm hoping and you see me, I mean, that podcast man, I didn't pull any punches for the marketing stuff.
I haven't seen it yet. I heard.
No, Danny dropped it today.
I saw that she dropped. I heard that I haven't seen. Today's been busy and a little kind of chaotic.
But no punches pulled. You know me. I was
good.
Yeah.
You and I both. I'm not sure what episode number I'm going to be on it, but oh bless.
Oh, Who's adorable? Who's adorable? You should
So I took her out. She went and got a rabbit.
Uh-oh. And now you're feeding her? Have you washed her mouth or your hands?
Yeah. When mom's away, we play.
Now, was the rabbit outside? You said yes. You didn't like go to the farm down the street and cut one loose in the house or anything, did you? Okay.
No, not this time.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
Hey, it just dawned on me 3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Two of the security shit show fans will be down with me in Mexico.
Nice.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Who is it? Josh Winter is coming down,
Nice.
and John Kittleson.
Nice.
Oh, that'll be totally cool.
Yeah, anybody's welcome. Anytime I'm there, you can come down. So anybody's listening.
My old man just submitted his passport. I'm going to be dragging him down with me.
It's gonna be
Nice.
so cool, man. Because that's the fucking amazing thing about this. Is just to be a part of these moments that you get to have. You know what I mean? Just to like watch it. I love watching people have a good time. Just like you were saying earlier about watching people smile. It's the same thing.
It is. I like it. And for me, it's a blessing that I have that ability through your blessing to be able to bless, right? So it's that pass through, right? It's like, okay, I could just be like, oh, I'm going to Mexico. Woo for me. I'm like, no, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to bring, my stepdad. I'm going to take him down at some point. That's, he needs that probably more than most. I'm going to go out and fish with him, right? I'm not a big fisherman, but I'm going to go do that with him. Make sure we, do that thing and have that time and bond and all that good stuff. But
Here, hang on a second, Jency. I'm going to put you guys on mute just for a second. I want to show you.
So, Evan, did I tell you that? Along with my dad, we might also have a bona fide rock star come down as well. They shall remain unnamed publicly, but said rock star is going to teach Kevin guitar.
This guy's gonna be at my house.
At your house. Is going to come give a private lesson.
Dude, my house is gonna be like so fun for people.
I know, right?
I'm so excited. So I got the pool table resurfaced yesterday.
I saw the pictures, man. That thing looks sick. I like that you went with the black.
Yeah, I'm gonna start playing pool again. I made a lot of money playing pool, but it'll be fun to do that again. I mean, not make money to play pool again, a lot.
I like pool.
Yeah, because this is, for me, that we're coming towards the, it happens to everybody, right? You come to a different stage of your career. Sometimes you come towards the end of your career, right? And every day we get a little bit closer to the end of our career. You might be 20 something years old, and tomorrow you're one day closer to the end of your career, and you try to make the most of it. You try to pour your heart and soul and, into it. You try to do the best you can. And we're coming to that phase in my career where I'm no longer going to be working on deadlines.
Right.
So I'll still be working, I'll still be creating stuff, but I won't be, high pressure. Got to have this class done today and shit like that. So this class will be the last thing that I actually create on a deadline. It'll be, easing into what'll eventually be retirement,
That's awesome. You're muted, bud.
Let me ask you a question. Can we hold you to that?
Yeah, I've told that, and that's why I tell people,
Okay,
that's one of the
that's
things
fair.
that actually, I was telling somebody this morning, it's been 21 years since that I've been sober now. And what keeps you that way is telling people, if everybody knows and then you see me drinking, you'd be like, what the fuck? Right? If you keep it a secret, then they won't know and they won't tell. And so it's the same thing with this, man. You tell everybody that this is what's happening. And then my wife knows, all my coworkers know, the shit show people know. So yeah, you can definitely hold me accountable. That's why I tell you.
Well, and don't worry, Chris. This class has even if Evan didn't want to hold true to what he just said, which is not Evan, but this class kicked his ass and is kicking his ass so hard. There's no fucking way he does something like this twice.
No.
I've seen it.
No, this is
I
crazy.
feel
I mean,
for
I
it.
see what you're going through, and it's nuts. I don't
Well, I
ever
think-
want to see you go through that again.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm gonna do the Great Matter Society though. I'll get that rocking. But that'll be a community thing. That won't be something that I'll have to do, you know.
Right. No, it's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it.
And doing it because you want to do it,
Mhm.
rather than have to. Doing it for the reasons you want to, which is never a bad thing.
Yeah. And like that school down, you know, we're gonna start a thing in Mexico.
Mhm.
The things that you learn, you know, like the CISP mentor program, right? That thing, it's big now. We're gonna try to do the same thing down in Mexico with they don't have computers. You know, these kids, these elementary school kids, they don't have computers. So we're gonna donate a whole bunch of computers. The shit that we throw away is like gold to them. You know, we're like, oh, it's took me, you know, half a second longer to open up Word. Time for a new computer. So we throw that shit away. We're gonna take all that shit down to Mexico and teach kids how to use computers responsibly. We may have lost sort of this generation here in the US, but we'll try to stop that in Mexico before we get there. Who knows?
Johnny did the similar kind of thing. We the IHAC charity stuff. Johnny did a lot of that kind of stuff over in Africa. A lot of us, you know, a lot of folks would send stuff, ship stuff, do stuff, help out with stuff. It was actually fantastic, and I loved it because you could see progress, which was really, really cool.
Yeah. If we run out of computers, I'll just go talk to the cartel.
You run out of computers, let me know, because what we will do will be to go around every single ARC and Goodwill and buy the darn things, and we'll ship them down to you.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
And all the pawn shops and everything else.
All you got to do is get one one NVIDIA Grace card, and virtualize the piss out of it with some thin clients.
Mm-hmm. And there we go. No, a bunch of these. I mean, this is basically, it's a Raspberry. It's got the box. It's got, that's it. There's your computer in a fucking bag.
Yeah, except with that one, you can't go CUDA core unlocked.
You're right. You can make it do that, but it won't be quite the same.
It should do that, by the way, NVIDIA. Seriously, fix it so that when you unlock it, it actually plays an audio file. Put a little piezo on it. CUDA core unlocked. Let the overheating begin.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, exactly. Place in freezer.
Oh shit.
You remember? Did either of you ever do that? I remember building computers in the freezer at home. Yeah.
No, but I would cool the chip and then see how long I could run it overclocked before it got a little bit steamy.
I ran a bunch of mine in the freezer. I'd have them in the freezer. I ran so much shit in the freezer. It was
Did you
awesome.
just like have the cables hanging out the door or what? Or did you like modify and punch a hole and put a grommet?
Well, to begin with, the cables came out of the door. Then eventually I'm like, this shit isn't going to work. So I end up literally punching holes and putting like little plastic spriggets and yeah, total amount
Punch
of
some
fun.
grommets.
Not good when you're sharing a house with somebody who is not quite as computer into things as you are. It definitely led to some elevated conversations.
Why are there alligator clips on my lean cuisine?
Why is lean cuisine defrosting?
Oh shit.
Yeah, why is
Yeah,
there no?
no, I've actually enjoyed, you know, I try to stay as close to the tech as I can, but I have to strike balance, right? Those days of just countless hours, heads down, grindy, learn and master the language, learn and master the libraries. I mean, shit, halfway through my SDR build, they decided to push a fucking update that absolutely just ass-ended everything, and I had to rebuild the fucker from scratch.
No fun.
I mean, the ultimate outcome was good, but I had a lot of hours into getting it right to, and I'm trying to run, Kali in secure boot mode, which is a hoot.
Yeah. Parrot.
Who?
Sorry.
You messed with Parrot at all?
No, I haven't yet.
Take a look at Parrot. I actually really like it. I got a little bit of a soft spot for it these days.
I was doing Signet OS, which is interesting. That doesn't behave quite right on two of the machines that I have.
Try Parrot. Take a look at Parrot. It's actually, I like it. It's basically a Linux distro from Debian, and they put a bunch of good security stuff, privacy, and a whole bunch of dev stuff in there. It might work well for you.
So is it preload with a bunch of SDR crap on it too, or?
Good question. I don't know off the top of my head.
Well, apparently it's not accessible. I'm getting a 503.
What is in Parrot?
Parrotspec.org 503.
Oh, shit.
You said it out loud. Somebody fucking DDoSed it.
God damn it. Quit that shit.
Just compile your own.
Why? Okay.
So I lived through that hell back in the day.
Yeah, been there, done that. Got the t-shirt.
Text.
Fuck it.
And fucking having to hunt news groups for libraries.
Yeah, not good. Let's not do that again.
Let me tell you how sudo apt install and package name is so much nicer than oh wait, the version of the chipset on this board is incompatible with this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not if you compile your own kernel too.
Fuck off.
Again, I've done that. I'm good. I'm good. I'm enough of a geek to have wrote a kernel at one point in my life that I used to root my phones, right? I had all my own custom cooks and builds on my phones and all that fun shit. And no.
I used to write OS2 drivers, and that's really hello. My name is Chris. I used to write OS2 drivers, and we'll just leave it at that, shall we?
Yeah, there needs to be a meeting for that. Gross.
Tell me about it. Okay.
When's the last time you had a hexadecimal editor open? Chris, go.
4 days, 3.5, 4. What are we on today? Thursday.
Yeah.
Sunday night, Monday morning.
Evan, last time you were inside a hexadecimal editor.
I will not disclose this information to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have one open right now. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
What the hell's going on with Parrot? I'm kind of
the listeners.
No, it's for me. It's been within the last week, but I don't know which day.
Yeah.
I know which day because I know what the hell we were doing.
So I think I can say this and not get in trouble. Chris will let me know. So I've been playing with image acquisition via the air.
Yes. I
haven't gotten it figured out. I'm pretty sure I've got to, home grow a few antennas, but
now
definitely have narrowed in on some signals.
There is some rather fantastic stuff to play with these days.
Yeah, I started going down some rabbit holes, and I'm like, oh wait, I can what? Oh.
Yeah, you can build some really nice 3D maps and images, and yeah, when you look at directional antenna technologies and understanding source, destination, time, frequencies, and various other things along those lines, you can build some really cool stuff. And there's some good projects out there, should we say?
And yeah, I found one. I'm gonna put it in the Zoom chat because I don't want to say it out loud. But
yeah. I heard a little, but I haven't messed with that in any way, shape, or form.
I'm halfway into my build when I got an update of some sort.
I hate that shit.
Hey, I got the truck tracker back up and running.
Yeah. The good thing though, is you, like the first time you do it, it's a lot of trial and error, and it's easy to forget like how the fuck did I get that to work again?
Mm-hmm.
And when you have to do it the second time, you master it a lot better. You know what I mean? You start to understand why you had to do that this time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Well, so there's a good side to it.
Oh, and that's part of the fun. And actually, I got a text from my wife. She goes, "Hey, it's been pretty hot watching you play with computers lately." Because normally it's been email. And right now my living room looks like a mad scientist lab. I've got connectors and
your wife said that to you?
Yes. Yes,
oh my God, you have a perfect wife. You know what mine says? Are you fucking done with that yet? Are you coming to bed? Are you going to spend any time with me?
Oh no, I get that too. But it's been a few years since I've done like a mad scientist project where it's like, okay, Ryan, what's going on right now? And you've got cabling and alligator clips and dongles and wires, and like every inch of the living room is a trip hazard. How many laptops do you need to accomplish this project? And what's that little box that keeps blinking, right? So it's like, but I needed it. I'm running hard and I'm trying to live the values. And so I got to play hard.
Yeah.
And because I'm actually a geek, because some people that don't know that about me think I can't do geek, right? Oh, he just K-12. He just school guy. But
no, I know you better than that.
It just, yeah, it was fun. But I also realized that there's some stuff I don't want to go back to. Like,
yeah,
I'm probably not going to tear too many binaries apart.
At this point, there's other people that can go through that brain damage at this point.
You know, and besides, we got Python. I mean,
well, it's like I've been telling people now. I used to do shit because I was more just like curious-ish, you know what I mean? To see if I could do it. Now I solve problems.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm only going to do like shit like that now because I'm old. I'm 51 years old, you know? So do I have a problem? All right, well then I need to figure out how to fix this problem. And so if that means I have to build something, or if that means I have to, tear something apart, then that's what you do to fix the problem.
Right.
But if I don't have a problem, then I'm, sleeping probably.
No, it's fun. And I can't get into my metal shop because there is a couch in the metal shop that needs to go away. Anyone wants a really freaking nice, gently used couch, let a brother know. If you're here in Minnesota, you can come get it. It's yours. It's got to go away.
You still have that? You were talking about that last weekend.
I understand. And I have not had time to put it on my back.
My truck? I'll come over and get it.
Dude, that thing needs to go. At this point, I don't care. I want my shop back.
Put it up on Craigslist.
We did.
After the show tonight, you want me to hop in my truck and I'll come drive over. You just throw it in the back and I'll just lose it somewhere.
I know places. I would prefer that somebody got use out of it. It was not an inexpensive couch. It just does not suit our needs. We decided we like the recline a little bit, so we swapped out for the power recline snuggle couch instead of the.
You know what I'm going to do a lot more of now that I'm, like September, I'll be doing this next chapter of life thing.
Yeah.
I bought a really nice guitar because I wanted to learn how to play guitar. I think I'd be a badass rocker, with the beard and,
Well, you want a guitar lesson too? Because that absolutely make that happen.
Well, yeah.
You in here in Minnesota if you want.
Well, imagine like me standing like on the top floor, right, with some big amps. Yeah, playing some Metallica or some shit.
Well, in the valley,
the whole town would be like, "What the fuck?"
I love it. We'll find a way to get some PVs down there. We'll get them up on the roof. We'll angle them into the valley so that the sound wave rolls up and through the valley. That'll give you.
I love this.
And then when it bounces back this way, because the speakers will be above and behind you, angled down and out. By the time it rolls back to you this way,
I love it, man. This is going to be so much fun. And don't tell Marlis. If she asks, just say it's a work thing.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's a new work thing. It's a new work.
Okay. We can. There's a way to do this ethically.
Or it's an Evan hobby. She'll get that too.
Yeah. Can I get it? I'm still trying to find this.
Plenty of hobbies.
Hobbies are good. I have hobbies. I like them. Deviant, Lint, Open, Susie, Puppy, Clear, Pup. Nope, not on this list. I don't know, Chris. You made it go away.
Wait, what?
That's annoying. I'm a little frustrated about that. I was like, what the hell happened to Parrot? I'm a little.
Oh no, they pwned. I went to their download and just got the not secure. And certificate not valid. Kubernetes ingress controller fake certificate. Date 3/24/2022.
That's awesome.
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, that's a bum.
Well, hopefully we didn't cause that.
No, we didn't.
No, there's no way.
It's coincidental as hell. Yeah, but it's like happening as we're talking because I've been trying to go to this page and refresh, and I just now got the cert error.
Oh.
Well, then let's mention other companies that we don't like.
Yeah, Cisco. No,
Have you ever tried that Google? Oh,
Yeah.
that is really cool. Try it sometime. Now check Google. Is it still up?
Yeah, unfortunately, it probably will be.
I mean, they have magic redundancy.
And have I told you how much I love Microsoft Excel?
Yeah, there we go. If somebody can fix that.
Super stable. Never ever crashes. One of the best apps ever.
Well, they should have hired you when they were doing their use cases, because you use Excel in ways that I still am not sure that you haven't tapped into a parallel universe with some of those.
I like Excel because it's such a fun place to just mock shit up.
I sat down last night with this whole job thing and kicked off an Excel spreadsheet, and I'm sitting there. I had to understand what the hell restricted stock units were and all this kind of. I'm digging into that, and I'm putting it all in Excel, and I'm trying to figure out, what happens in the first year, what happens in the first month of the first year, what happens in the second month, the second year, and all that shit. So just trying to figure it all out, not just monetary, but otherwise. Guys, I'm fading fast. I apologize.
No, that's cool. No. The whole point tonight was to just take a few minutes, have a few laughs, take off some.
I'm eating rolled gold tiny twists.
Nice. I just had I had gluten-free blueberry crumble, which was rather nice. There's a place up the road here that's an amazing bakery. So now and again we just wander off, grab a pie, and then over the rest of the week just have a slice or two. So it was rather nice. That was good dinner. Much goodness. Yeah, I'm beat. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, no, none to apologize for. Evan, by the way, hats off for actually decoding the binary.
The binary?
The binary.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I actually didn't get around to it. Hang on.
Oh, your base are belong to us. It's one of my favorite sayings of all time.
Please hold.
No. All your base are belong to us. Yeah, I have memories of that. That's back when I used to do
Ooh.
shit I wasn't supposed to do.
I like the last part. Yeah. All right.
All right, gents. Have a good one. Rest. Channeling my inner Richie. Drink water. Take it. In your case, Chris, definitely.
Richie.
Yeah.
Water.
I need to. It's blood pressure. Interesting. Shouldn't be quite where it is. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, well, just woo-saw, buddy. I'll hit you up offline later in the week or whatever. Saturday's your day off, right? Saturday's your
Totally.
off day.
Saturday disconnect. Yeah.
I'll hit you up either not on Saturday or early next week.
Yeah.
Evan, sir, as always, it's a pleasure.
Right on, man.
Travels to Mexico if I don't talk to you sooner.
Yes, 2 days. Take that.
And I will be on the road a whole shit ton in the next 30 to 60 days. So look for me popping up at a random hotel internet connection near you. And I mean that in all the ways it can be taken.
Oh my God.